Salam Soul Sisters, welcome to another episode of the Whole Self Sister channel, a place for you to be healed and whole. I'm Raheel and I'm on a journey of self-discovery. So if you are on a similar journey and you don't want to go through it alone, let's do it together. Press the subscribe button so we can be friends. So today I would like to continue on a topic that I have touched on in a previous episode regarding accountability. So the title of the video was Self-Blame is False Accountability. And I can see why people would think that blaming yourself is you taking responsibility. But because in compared to the other two more prevalent scenarios, yes, you do seem somehow like you are the responsible one. So people usually would go to one of these three modes of externalizing blame, or whenever they're faced with adversities or issues or problems, they would either blame the condition, situation. Maybe they will blame the government or the economic situation or the labor market or the war or whatever that is. And there is also another group who would externalize the blame to other people in their lives. So maybe you are unhappy because your husband is unable to provide the life that you want, or you're unhappy because your parents did not provide you with the kind of love and attention that you needed, or you are unable to perform well in your work because your colleague is always sabotaging you, and so on and so forth. So yeah, in compared to these two types of externalizing blame, which is blaming the situations and blaming other people, those who internalize the blame or self-blame people seem to be more mature and seem to not put what is supposed to be their own share of burden on other people. However, all these three modes of blame share that one root, the root of victimization, of being the victim. So in the case where you are blaming your external situation, you're the victim of your circumstances. And then when you're blaming other people, you're just the victim of other people's action. And when you are internalizing the blame, you are still making yourself the victim of your own actions, the actions of your past self. And as long as you're not getting out of that circle of blame, that circle of victimhood, you are not taking accountability. So taking accountability basically means that you are able to understand the consequences of that thing, the action that you did. The consequences not just on you, but also on other people. And then through that awareness, you are able to take the necessary actions to alleviate the consequences of your mistake or wrongdoing, and step up into a level where you are now that kind of person who would not be doing that kind of mistake again. And I see this this is a concept very similar to what we call in Islam at-tawbah, or repentance. So when you do or commit a sin, what we are required as Muslims to do is to repent that sin, to promise ourselves not to do it again, to ourselves on God, and then to become that version of ourselves who do not commit that sin anymore. So that is that love, that is accountability, knowing what kind of actions, what kind of thoughts, what kind of emotions that you need to embody now, that you need to learn or even unlearn in order for you to become a better version of yourself. But if you are stuck in the wallowing and the remorse and that love and that place where you are unable to transcend that fault or that mistake or that sin, then you are depriving yourself from attaining forgiveness or attaining the lesson that whatever mistake you made is giving to you. This is actually an opportunity for your own transformation, because all of us, we are all human beings. We learn from our mistakes. It's actually through our mistakes that we are able to transform and gain. So if we are stuck in that same level of identity, the same person with the same thought, same emotions, we would definitely be committing the same mistake or the same sin again. But if you're able to accept your action, accept the consequences, allow that feeling and that emotion to come up and become authentic in your intention to not repeat that mistake again or that sin again, and to transcend, to become that person who has learned that mistake, learned from that mistake, and is now embracing and embodying new way of thinking, a new way of feeling, a new way of behaving, then you have fulfilled the lesson from that mistake. And there is no need to blame. There is no need to blame. Do you need to repent? Yes. Remorse? Yes. Grief? Yes. Feel bad? Yes. But then don't get stuck in that cycle, the cycle of other blame, self-blame, or becoming the victim of your situation. Transcend that victimhood to become a person that can trust themselves and trust other people, and also trust in the divine guidance or hidayah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I hope that my message was clear in this video. I wish you a very wholesome day, and salam.